In a country like Kenya, where agriculture contributes to 25% of the GDP, much pressure has been exerted on the small-scale production system. The beneficiaries of this project are the small-scale farmers in the project areas of Mwea, Bomet, and Embu.
Many of the IFAD-supported projects and programs are grappling with land tenure issues and are coming up with very creative and innovative solutions, which we really do want to share more widely with people from other countries, but also within their own countries. We want to share these lessons more systematically. We think that what the innovations that are coming out of the projects could contribute positively to the strengthening of land and natural resource governance in the countries.
The whole question is how GL10 can better contribute to this process, to see how to better put in place a monitoring system process.
Communally used resources like grazing areas, salt lakes, water points, springs, rivers, and wetlands are all confronted by encroachment.
Area hii inaitwa Muranyi, na hii ilikuwa imetengwa eka 18 ya zamani. Ilikuwa natengewa awali, ng'ombe ilikuwa nakula chumbi hapa. Chumbi ile ya kienyeji ile natolewa chini. Na ilikuwa nakula nyasi area hii kwa sababu ilikuwa imetengwa tangu zamani.
Hapa ndio ilikuwa tegemeo la watu wa area hii na mbali. Wenye alikuwa napagana na hapa, sasa wakaonelea iko mali inakaa haido. Sasa ndio mtu anaanza kufence kidogo. Na fence kidogo mpaka sasa inafika mahali imefika.
The UN Habitat GLTN with IFAD's funding through TLSISA program to pilot the social tenure domain model STDM application has contributed to a more tenure secure land and natural resources of the smallholder farmers, leading to food security and resource rights of the farmers.
In designing this project, through IFAD's supported tenure and livelihood initiative program, we did get funding which was to run for 9 months. These were the partners who were part of the implementation. And one of them was Pamoja Trust. The second one was the Technical University. The other one was Mwea Irrigation Scheme. And the last one was the Upper Tana Natural Resource Management Program.
The STDM project's main objective is to strengthen poor communities' tenure security on land and natural resources that they depend on for their livelihoods through Propua and engender land records documentation for rice farmers in Kirinyaga and Embu counties and dairy farmers in Bomet County.
Throughout this project, the main factor that has come out very clearly is that when you want to manage and secure and protect resources within a certain area, there's need to note the tenure security of a certain parcel of land. Then the management and the mode of use of that resource is going to be very well maintained, because if the community have any problems, they'll definitely know how to access the certain resource, how to reach to the certain resource through the different corridors, who to go to when the resource is not working very well.
This application has aided the farmers to undertake spatial and non-spatial mapping of their resources by use of GPS machines, including documentation and digitization. This has helped in securing grazing rights, strengthened land records and monitoring and evaluation system in Bomet, Kirinyaga, and Embu counties.
After this area has been mapped and it has been digitized, it will be useful to me and to many. If we are able to get this information in our computer or in our phones, you can be able to locate the farm even when you are far.
STCP ilipokuja, kwanza ilichukua jukumu ya kutuweka kwa vikundi. Katika hizo magroups ama vikundi tuliweza kupata mafundisho tosha. Hivi kwamba tulifika mahali tukakaa pamoja, tukajadiliana, ndio tukaanzisha dairy plant inaitwa SOT.
Through STDM, rice outgrower farmers and their paddies of approximately 7,000 acres have been mapped, and an STDM-based database has been established. This database has made it possible to incorporate the farmers into Mwea Irrigation Scheme database, making them enjoy the Mwea Irrigation Scheme services like water for irrigation, a resource which only used to be consumed by those farmers inside the main scheme.
The land management information systems has come in handy to assist in capturing the necessary information for the farmers from the outgrowers.
We target that we are going to have the exact information in terms of the number of acreage plus the farmers' information in the outgrowers area. STDM is going to help us a great deal towards achieving this objective.
This too is also very, very important because it will help us on recording the data. When we are doing the monitoring, it will also update us on the information that are on the ground.
Now we can know how much land we have, the unit production, and we can easily manage the area in a better way. Through the project, we have trained a few people, about 18, and we have mapped a few local development areas, about 71 of them. So I'd like to request that the project considers funding the remaining focal development areas and the activities there.
The issue of mapping and data collection have come out very clearly, and when we implement this, I think we've been going towards the right direction. And if we were to upscale the project, I would really focus on data collection for decision making.
Mapping of dairy commercialization areas took place in 3 areas of Bomet County. These included DCA1 in Sugumerga, DCA2 in Kembu, and DCA3 in Daraweta. In DCA1, farmers are a happy lot after 2 of their formerly dilapidated dips were mapped and now are fully functional.
Since this cattle dip was built, the cost of spraying livestock has reduced. We recommend that the same project can also be undertaken in Bomet East because we have to cover long distances to access this dip. As a woman, I appreciate this project.
Dip yetu ilikuwa imekuwa dormant, haikuwa nafanya kazi wakati huo. Tukaketi na tukaamua ya kwamba tuamushe dip yetu ama revive. Huko ngambo kuna dip ambayo imeporomoka kwa sababu haiko kwa DCA. Nasema asante kwa hii program ya mapping, imetusaidia sana.
People have started knowing that this is their property and they are supposed to own it, and that's why management committee was formed. So it is operational, and every Saturday animals are brought to be dipped, where we have addressed many challenges. One of them are the diseases. So we are happy that the technology has now promoted production of dairy. This place initially, milk was something that was not known and it was not there. So when these challenges had been addressed, we can now see that milk, this is a bulking site for milk, and milk are being taken to the chilling plant in Longiza for processing as a result of addressing many issues, that is maybe securing the land where the animals graze. After dipping, they go and graze on the other side. This area is about 5 acres, and so after dipping, they go and graze, they take the salt, so production increases.
The challenge only is involving the community to understand, making them to understand that the intention of our partnership is not to grab their land or their facilities, but to assist them so that in a participatory manner we are able to manage and put our resources and conserve our resources and put them into good use for production. So we find this collaboration or partnership very important because we are able now to utilize the community resources, or especially the natural resources, and even the other facilities that are used communally. We are able to have efficiency in their management and in their use. This is important not for just the current users, but we see it as very important for securing even the future generations, that they will have a heritage for use in their livelihood.
The good results that we received in DCA1 included mapping of the salt lake areas, grazing land, water resources, and kettle dips. Going forward, the program is going to scale up the use of the social tenure domain model in the other 8 counties of the program.
We are here launching the land information system for Mwea irrigation scheme, where we have supported them to capture data from the outgrower farmers, and that data is now integrated in the scheme using the social tenure domain model. This information is very important for the scheme so that they can be able to support and supply the services to the farmers, and also the farmers can be able to know how much land they have and also estimate production and productivity.
Apart from STDM programs positively affecting communities, members of these communities have also been empowered through capacity building, especially the enumerators who are trained on the use of GIS gadgets that were used in mapping of the resources.
For me, I gained an experience whereby I could be able to correct the data. So I think it could be a good moment to share the moments again working with the group.
Nimepata training na training kama hii imenisaidia maisha yangu, pia mimi nijitahidi nifanye nikuwe kwa group ili wakati ingine mkikucha tutaendelea na nyinyi.
Mimi mwenyewe hakika ndiko nilifaitika kabisa. Tena nimejua mambo jinsi ya kufanya ile recording.
Sisi wenyewe tulifurahia kama enumerators wenye tulifunzwa jinsi ya kuvuka ng'ombe.
STDM intervention ensures empowered community, community resource base, inclusive partnership framework, information sharing, systematic monitoring and evaluation information, and many more such benefits. Something that the communities and other stakeholders involved only desire to be perpetuated.
There are projects that can successfully move from pilots into substantive investments, and that also helps us to maximize on the resources. So I really look forward that we are going to move to the next step. Probably we can have a 2-year kind of projects going forward so that we are able to secure the rights of the communities and also build or steer confidence amongst the communities, the private sector, to continue investing on the productive aspects, because once the tenure security is secured, people should be able to put in more resources.
We want to thank IFAD for supporting the program, and also other partners like the Technical University of Kenya, the Regional Center for Mapping, Resource and Development. We have Pamoja Trust, and more importantly, we have our partner Reconcile, who is a member of IRC in Kenya, who have been supporting the pilot program.
Thank you.